Good morning, children. How are you all? I hope everyone is in good health. Take care of your health. Take necessary precautions. Okay? Regarding your health. Now here, what we discussed in the previous class about the fiber to fabrics we discussed, and according to the seasons, we wear the fabrics, isn't it? We wear the clothes. Fabrics means cloth only. So now here we discussed about the different types of fabrics, that is cotton. We discussed cotton is a natural fiber and it is obtained from the plants only, and this cotton fiber is somewhat thicker than other fabrics, that is polyester. You can take, it is thicker than other fabrics, that is polyester, and it is coarse also, rough. Coarse means it is rough fiber and it is heavier than other fibers, you can say. Silk is smooth fabric. Silk is a smooth fabric, whereas the woolen is somewhat heavier than silk fabrics. Okay, so now here we will know about what are fabrics made of. What are fabrics made up of? What are fabrics made up of? What are the fabrics made up of? Here, see, when you look at any fabric, it appears to be a single thread. It appears to be a single thread. It is a continuous piece. But now, when you look at closely under the magnifying glass, take a piece of fabric with the help of a magnifying lens, observe how the fabric is. Pull out one thread from the fabric. One by one you pull out the thread from the fabric and observe these threads. Observe the threads by using the magnifying lens. What you will see is, and here you will see, take the thread. Here the thread will be like this. Suppose thread is like this. Take the thread. Just spread it with your hand. Open that one end of the thread. Open one end of the thread by using your fingers. Now take a needle. Take a needle. This is what you call it, needle. Small eye will be there through which you can pass the thread. Isn't it? You can pass it thread. What the people generally will do, when we are not able to put the thread in the needle, in the eye of the needle, the hole of the needle, what you will do? You will twist it with your finger, or you will apply your saliva to keep it in the eye of the needle. Isn't it? We use saliva also. So, there are fine structures you will see. Why we twist the thread, end of the thread, or why we apply the saliva to one end of the thread? Why? Because it will passes many small fine structures you will see together. We will bring it together, then only it will passes through the eye of the needle. Okay, so what are these fine structures which you will see in the thread? These are what you call it, fibers. These are called fibers. What do you call it? Fibers. These are called fibers. These thread will be small. These fibers are used for making the yarn. The fibers are used for making a yarn, isn't it? So this yarn is used for making fabric. The yarn is used for making fabric. What is a fabric? Cloth. What is a fabric? It is a cloth only. So this thin strands which you are seeing in the thread, these are what you call it, fibers. These are called fibers. So every fabric is made up of yarn. Every fabric is made up of yarn. Every fabric is made up of yarn. If it is a cotton fabric, it is made up of cotton yarn only. If it is cotton fabric, it is made up of cotton yarn only, and which is derived from the cotton plant. From where you get this cotton fabrics? From the cotton plant only. So here, what is the flow chart? Here you will see fibers, fiber, yarn and fabric. So you can see, even you can take out one thread and observe it. Take out one thread from the fabric, any fabric, you can use polyester, you can use any fabric. Take out the fabric and observe it. And woolen fabric also, woolen fibers also. Take out the threads. You will see the fine structures, they are called fiber. From fibers only the yarn is made. From yarn, fabrics are made. Now here, types of fibers. What are the types of fibers we use? Types of fibers. We know that there are different types of fibers are there, which we use in our day-to-day life. According to the season also we change the fabrics, isn't it? So we know there are different kinds of fibers like cotton, wool, silk, polyester. These are the fibers which, and apart from this, cotton is there, jute is there. Cotton, jute we get from the plants. Cotton and jute fibers, cotton and jute you get from the plants. Plants we get from the plants. Natural fibers, these are natural fibers. From nature you are getting the fibers. They are called natural fibers. The fibers which you get from the plants and animals are called natural fibers. So in natural fibers, cotton and jute you are getting from the plants. In the same way, cotton from the cotton plant, jute from the jute plant. Isn't it? The uses are also different. Now coming to silk and wool. Silk and wool you are getting from, these are the animal fibers you are getting from the animals. These are the animal fibers. So these are called natural fibers. These are called natural fibers. Natural fibers. These are called natural fibers which you are getting from the plants and animals. The fibers which are getting from the plants and animals are called natural fibers. Cotton and jute you are getting from the plants. Silk and wool you are getting from the animals. Isn't it? These are called natural fibers. Natural, from nature. Isn't it? Only processing we are doing. Okay? Processing we are doing to get fabrics. Understood? Apart from this, now some fibers are there which are made up of chemicals. They are called synthetic fibers or artificial fibers. What do you call? Synthetic fibers or artificial fibers. That is, nylon is there, terylene is there, nylon, terylene, polyester. These are artificial fibers. They are called artificial fibers. They are called artificial fibers which are made up of chemicals. They are made up of chemicals, so they are called artificial fibers. Okay, children. Now here, all these are artificial fibers. Do you know? In ancient time, human beings, how they covered their body? At that time, no development, isn't it? In ancient time, the human beings covered their body with the leaves or animal skin, isn't it? With the leaves or animal skin, or here In warriors in wars, how they covered their body to protect their body from the injuries? Metal. They use metal clothes. What they use? They use metal jackets. They use metal jackets. Now also you will see in serials, in televisions also, in television serials. I think you have seen that in Mahabharata, Ramayana, how they covered their body with the metal jackets, metal fire. Okay, that protect their body from the injuries. Okay, so these clothes are still you will see in the historical museums also. In museums also it is displays. Okay, now next coming to characteristic features of the clothes. What are the characteristic features of the clothes? Characteristic features of the clothes, that is artificial fibers and the natural fibers. What are the characteristic features? Here we will write the character, natural and artificial fibers. And artificial fibers. Here we will write the water absorbing capacity, water absorbing nature. Water absorbing nature. Water absorbing nature for natural fabrics are good, absorbs the water, and here artificial fabrics less. They absorb less water, absorption capacity is more for this natural fibers, okay, fabrics. Time taken to dry. Time taken to dry. So the natural fabrics take more time to dry and artificial fabrics take less time to dry, take short time to dry. Okay. Next coming to smell while burning. Smell while burning. What smell you get? Here you will get normal smell for natural fabrics. Normal smell you get for natural fabrics, and here for artificial fabrics when you burn, it will give you a pungent smell. Or burning feather, bird's feather, how it gives you, okay? That is rotten egg smell you get when you burn the artificial fabrics. Okay, and now after burning, result after burning, this will turn into ash. Natural fabrics turns into ash. Turns into ash, and artificial fabric shrink during burning. Shrink during burning. It shrinks during burning. Okay. Next is stretching capacity. Stretching capacity of yarn is here in natural fibers is less. Artificial fibers is more. Okay, smoothness, very important. Smoothness. Here, natural fabrics are coarse, rough, except silk. Except silk fabrics, the other fabrics are rough. Here, artificial fabrics are very smooth to touch. So these are the characteristic features which you see for artificial fabrics and natural fabrics. So here silk fabrics are slippery and shiny in nature, whereas the cotton fabrics are coarse. Isn't it? It is coarse as well, and a very fine quality it will be smooth also. Understood? So these are the characteristic features which you have seen in the artificial fabrics and natural fabrics. You have seen these characteristic features for artificial fabrics and natural fabrics. Now here, when you soak it in the water, what happens? The natural fabrics becomes heavy except silk fabrics. It becomes heavy, and artificial fabrics are light in weight. It is light in weight, and natural fabrics loses color easily. It loses color easily, and artificial fabrics will be for long lasting. The color will be long lasting. Wrinkles will be formed for the natural fabrics. No wrinkle formation will be there after washing. Also for artificial fabrics, especially for cotton fabrics, wrinkles will be formed. Okay children, thank you. Have a nice day.